Hi and welcome to another KWM tasting note with me, Andrew. Today we're trying Jordan's barrel fermented Chardonnay from the 2020 vintage from Stellenbosch here in South Africa, down around the Cape Winelands. So Jordan has got a rich history. The vineyards there have been around for hundreds of years, but under the current ownership, really from the mid-90s onwards, has really been pushed on and developed. Now, they produce a range of varieties. Chardonnay is probably the most important for them. It accounts for about 25 hectares of their 100-hectare vineyard plantings there in South Africa. They also do Merlot, Syrah, Chenin Blanc et al. So Chardonnay is where it's at for Jordan, in my opinion. They make some wonderful Chardonnays, both their unoaked version and this barrel fermented version. So barrel fermented, what does that actually mean? So once they press the grapes, crush the grapes and press the grapes, the juice goes into oak barrels. In this case, they are 225 litre French oak barrels. About 40% of those are new, and then the remainder are second and third use oak. New oak has a much bigger impact on the actual flavour of the wine, and as it gets older it's less and less of an impact. So typically wineries will keep barrels for 3 to 4 years and then they'll get rid of them, and they'll blend the different components together to create complexity and balance in the finished wine. So this Chardonnay, say barrel fermented, it's always a great thing with really good quality Chardonnay grapes like this here to barrel ferment, because it integrates the flavours as opposed to fermenting in stainless steel first and then finishing in barrel as an aging process. It integrates better and the flavours are better, in my opinion. After fermentation in barrel, then it spends a further 9 months in those barrels on its lees, which with a stirring sort of process every now and again to add a little bit of texture and complexity to that as well. So getting into it, the colour when you pour this here out, you'll notice straight away it's quite a dark coloured white wine. So it's not pale see-through like a Sauvignon Blanc, for example. It does have this quite golden colour to it, and that's really the barrel fermentation. It takes a bit of colour from the wood. Nice sort of green edge to it as well. 13%, is it? Yeah, 13% alcohol in this as well. Beautiful nose. I'm a big fan of barrel fermented Chardonnays, I must say. They had become a little bit out of fashion over the past number of years, but they are coming back again as winemakers are creating more and more balance with the actual wines. Previously they'd been sort of overdone, over oaked, not well balanced, and that's what really put people off. People loved them to begin with and then got really sick of them. Try wines like Jordan's barrel fermented Chardonnay and you'll fall in love with the style straight away again. So you smell it, the first thing that jumps out is that sort of like an apricot peachy sort of smell to it. You get those sort of toasty elements to it. It comes across almost like a creme brulee, that sort of vanilla element to it as well. It's a really gorgeous, appealing nose, I must say. Lovely, quite a rich texture on the palate. It comes from that sort of lee stirring. Really ripe grapes. You need really good grapes to go into barrels as well to be able to get the best out of them. It goes under malolactic fermentation as well, which helps soften the acidity. But superb balance. You get all those lovely ripe flavours coming through. A touch orange on the finish. And just a nice clean citrusy sort of mouth feel to it. So all those sort of richer, sweeter flavours that you get in the nose just clean out lovely on the palate. So glass of wine if you're going to have some sort of like roasted chicken or something, really nice match with something with a little bit of buttery notes to it as well. So yeah, it's August now, so we're doing South African month. You'll be able to get this wine with 10% off while it's on offer, and we'll be doing store tastings with these wines as well. But if you don't know them, check out Jordan Stellenbosch Wines. They make some really good wines across the range, none more so than their Chardonnays. Okay, until next time, cheers.